Princess Jerry Cannoli here for Chasing Fruit Loops on the Strong Island Television Network. Okay guys, I don't have much time because it's a shorter segment, but tonight we're going to talk about Jayne Mansfield. This is a good one. There's a lot of info, so I'm going to cut my introduction short. See you in a bit. Jayne Mansfield, born Vera Jane Palmer, April 19th, 1933, in Bryn Mawr, Pennsylvania. Her father was an attorney and a musician. Her mother had worked previously as a school teacher. At the age of 3, her father passed away from a heart attack while driving with the family. Her mother returned to teaching to support her and her daughter, and in 1939, she married a sales engineer, and the family moved to Dallas, Texas. Mansfield enjoyed a middle-class upbringing. She was an above-average student. She took voice, dance, and violin lessons. She would frequently stand out in her driveway playing the violin for people passing by. Jayne was 16 years old when she met 20-year-old Paul Mansfield at a Christmas party, and they fell madly in love. They married quietly in January of 1950, just a few months before she graduated high school. A year later, she gave birth to her first child. Jayne attended Southern Methodist University while Paul was in the Korean War. When he returned from the Army, she convinced him to move to Los Angeles. Her first years in Hollywood were disappointing with unsuccessful auditions, so she took a job selling candy at a movie theater. Jayne also tried modeling, but she was cropped out of many pictures because she was deemed too sexy for certain audiences. As she struggled, so did her marriage, and in 1955, her and Paul split up. At the same time, she finally made her screen debut in 3 films. Jayne had a no-holds-barred approach in self-marketing. To distinguish herself from the rest of the blonde starlets, she made the color pink her trademark. And just when she started to make a name for herself, while attending a media gathering for Jane Russell, Jayne Mansfield's bathing suit top mysteriously fell off. Talk about strategy. She suffered so many mishaps on stage, from zippers and straps. Nudity seemed to be her professional hazard. From 1956 to 57, Jayne appeared in over 2,500 newspaper photos. Her personal life was highly publicized that it overshadowed her acting career. In 1958, she married the winner of Mr. Universe, Mickey Hargitay, who also worked as one of Mae West's musclemen. She had 3 children with her, including future actress Mariska Hargitay from Law & Order. Jayne co-starred in a few films with Mickey, but unfortunately, their relationship was a rocky one. In 1963, Jayne was the first American actress to perform in a nude scene. In 1964, she married director Matt Cimber, with the 2 of them having worked together in the movie Bus Stop. The couple wed in Mexico, but it was later deemed she was not officially divorced from Hargitay. They had 1 child before parting ways. In 1966, she was in San Francisco for the film festival and visited the Church of Satan to meet Anton LaVey. LaVey awarded Mansfield a medallion and title of High Priestess of San Francisco's Church of Satan. The media was enthusiastically covering it and events surrounding it, identifying her as a Satanist, and she was romantically involved with LaVey. June 28, 1967, Mansfield was in Biloxi, Mississippi for an engagement at the famous Gus Stevens Supper Club. Matter of fact, she was a regular there. After midnight, her attorney and partner, Sam Brody, a driver from the supper club, Ron Harrison, 3 of her children, 4 chihuahuas. They left in a '66 Buick Electra heading to New Orleans. Mansfield was supposed to appear on UDSU's midday show. About 2:25 a.m. June 29th, they were on U.S. Highway 90, 1 mile west of Rigolette's Bridge. The Buick crashed while traveling approximately between 60 and 80 miles per hour. They slammed right into a rear of a tractor-trailer that slowed down. The 3 adults in the front seat died instantly, while the children and the dog survived with minor injuries. Reports claim that Mansfield was decapitated, but it turned out that she had a wig on the dashboard. After her death, the National Highway Traffic and Safety Administration recommended an underride guard. Basically, it's a steel bar or tubing to be placed under all tractor trailers to prevent cars from sliding under. Mansfield's body was flown from New Orleans to New York for a private funeral that took place on July 3rd at the Pullis Funeral Home in Pennsylvania. Jayne was buried in Fairview Cemetery in Pennsylvania next to her father. Mickey Hargitay was the only ex-husband present. Here are some Mansfield's facts. She has a Theatre World Award for Promising Personality in 1956. She received the Golden Globe for New Star of the Year for the movie The Girl Can't Help It. That was 1957. Jayne has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. This was 1960. And her daughter Mariska is placed next to her 50 years later. Again in 1960, Strauss Child Care of Mount Sinai Hospital declared her family as Family of the Year. In 1962, Italian film, radio, and television journalists presented her the Silver Mask Award. Again in Italy in 1962, she was presented the Oscar of the Two World Awards. She was voted one of the 10 top box office attractions by the American Theater Owners. That was 1963. Mansfield was known for shaping the dumb blonde role, but actually she was quite intelligent with an IQ of 160. Albert Einstein was only 159. She spoke 5 different languages: English, French, German, Italian, and Spanish. She played the violin, as we know, and she was a pianist. February 1955, Mansfield was Playboy Playmate of the Month and appeared in the magazine several times. She was allegedly, quote unquote, allegedly, intimately involved with RFK and JFK and entertainer Nelson Sardelli. Now we fast forward to 1992. Joan Rivers interviewed Anton LaVey's daughter Carla, that's Carla with a K. She confirmed Mansfield was a practicing Satanist and was romantically involved with her father. If you don't believe me, you can go to YouTube, type in Joan Rivers, Carla LaVey, and Jayne Mansfield. It's the first video. All right, guys, I hope you loved it because I certainly loved putting it together. I need to thank Bobby for all of his wonderful love and patience with me. And of course, guys, I got to thank you, my viewers, because without you, I don't have a show. All right, I'll see you guys next month. Bye-bye.